Hello, teachers. This is a guide to the map book. We're talking about technology strategies. So, why incorporate videos? Well, for a lot of our students, it's the only way they're going to understand is by having a video where they can listen to someone speaking in their own native language. That's part of why I developed this curriculum because you are really stuck as far as what you have for resources. So this is an important piece. It's probably the most important piece because without this, many of the students wouldn't be able to understand what's going on. You're going to have technology challenges. For sure. You're going to have students who don't have computers. There's no phones. Maybe your site doesn't have that many funds. And so you're a bit at a loss. Hopefully they give you a teacher computer and some form of projection. Okay. In that case, you can show the videos just as a whole class. The problem is that then if students are absent, they can't see the content and they cannot repeat it because often they really do need several times as far as repetition to be able to get it into long-term memory. You might be working with students who don't have the phones or computers, but you do have individual laptops and headphones. So this is an amazing, great resource. What you would want to do in that case is to put a shortcut to the YouTube playlist on the desktop itself. Then students can access it at their own pace and repeat it as many times as needed. And absent students get a chance to catch up. Maybe you're at a school that has everything locked down, okay, and they'll let you have the individual computers, but they're not going to let you install shortcuts on the desktop. That's just not possible. So you will, in that case, need to enter in the web address, or you can have a helpful student enter in the address. So this is how you get there. It's tinyurl.com, 916-916-916. Understanding that not all of them will be able to type that in due to, the backslashes and these sorts of things, but they can have some help with that if you have a student. There are students who don't have phones, but they do have computers at home. So in that case, we're just going to teach them how to go on just from any browser. And one thing that we can tell them is just give them this handout that we have here for how to watch videos. That's also available. And just to ask them, is there a friend? Is there a family member? Can someone type this in for you so that you can have access to this? If the students have phones, then you can have them use the QR codes that are available. A lot of bonuses here. They could do it at their own pace. They can review it, work independently. So this is a really great way for students to access the videos. However, it is also the most difficult to execute. So what am I talking about here? The QR codes for students. They will get to YouTube, but there will be stumbling blocks. So preparation before trying to do this with everyone, and that's connecting individual mobile devices via QR code. If you want to do this, do not do it as a whole group or have students that are working independently on something else so that you can do this individually going on each person's phone. You will get frustrated. Remind yourself that it may be tedious, but this is extremely effective. Usually, the only way that we can get these guys to learn how to read and write. Okay, so just try to push forward. And there is also a copy, again, of the how to watch paper that you can pass out and pay attention to as you go. So, what are some issues that come up? Well, individual mobile devices. So if I ask them to take their phone out and scan a QR code, that can, create some issues such as students will scan the QR, but it doesn't go to YouTube. Possible solution, go to the YouTube app itself and have them type in English with Teacher Amanda. It'll come up. It's nicer if the QR does it, but it might not. You might have a trouble with everything because your phone has no service, the Wi-Fi is not available at your school. So you would just give them the sheets that have the QR codes and say, I want you to try it at home. Hopefully they have some sort of internet at phone or a friend who has something. Students can access YouTube, but they can't save the playlist because they have not created a YouTube account. All right, so if this happens, a possible solution would be students looking at the QR code each time they want to access the videos. So there is the sheet with all the QR codes. They can always just scan it. That's definitely okay. However, um, that then they need to hold on to the paper. So it's really nice if you can go, and again, this is a little frustrating, but if you stand next to one person, have them go to the YouTube app on their phone or download the app, and then scan in the barcode and then go, okay, here is where you have your playlists. I want you to add that, okay, to your own account. And then you can just show them like, okay, when you go to YouTube, you click on this little thing that has, your face or, your icon. And then it also has your playlists that are saved. And now all you need to do when you want to study is open YouTube, click on that, and there you go. There's the whole playlist. So that's best case scenario. We don't always have that, but sometimes we do, and it can be really helpful.